Shadow Slave. Chapter 3. The Strings of Fate. Soft wind whistling. Footsteps in snow. Chains rattling faintly. Sunny walked in silence, his breath turning to frost. For a moment, the weight of despair pressed down on him. But then he lifted his head and inhaled deeply, letting the cold air fill his lungs. The air was clean, pure, alive. So unlike the poisoned air of the real world. A faint smile touched his lips. Being chosen by the spell does have its perks, he thought, if only his body wasn't breaking under the chains. The caravan trudged up the mountain path, a line of broken souls moving through the snow. Every few steps, someone stumbled and fell. And when they couldn't stand again, the guards cut them loose and hurled them into the abyss. Sunny's eyes followed their fall until they vanished into darkness. He whispered quietly, "Rest in peace, you poor souls." And yet, strangely, he wasn't afraid. He had already accepted death long ago. He had even carved his own name beneath the graves of his parents. From that moment on, fear meant nothing. He knew this cold wouldn't kill him. Something else would. He'd seen it already, in that vision at the start of the nightmare, the scattered bones buried beneath the snow. Whatever had slaughtered them, it was coming soon. Still, he wanted to understand his fate. Faint hum. Runes flicker softly. He raised his hand, and glowing runes shimmered before his eyes. Fated. The strings of fate wrap tightly around you. Unlikely events, both good and bad, are drawn by your presence. Mark of divinity. You bear a faint scent of divinity. Child of shadows. Shadows recognize you as one of their own. Sunny let out a quiet laugh. So, that's it. Fate itself enjoys playing games with me, and when the sun sank behind the mountains, he understood what it meant to be a child of shadows. Darkness fell, yet he could still see, as clearly as in daylight. The night itself whispered to him, as if it recognized one of its own. A small flicker of hope stirred in his chest. Finally, he thought, something good. Sound, soldier shouting over the wind. Stop the caravan! Prepare to camp. Chains clink. Fire crackles. Wind howls softly. The slaves collapse to the ground, trembling and exhausted. A fire was lit, a fragile circle of warmth in a world of ice. Near the edge of the camp, a desperate man crawled toward a patch of bright red berries peeking through the snow. A calm voice spoke from the shadows. "Don't eat those, friend. They're called bloodbane. Even a few could kill a grown man." The desperate slave froze, eyes wide with fear. The calm man, a tall, lean scholar with tired eyes, sighed softly. "They grow where blood was spilled. That's why you find them along the slave routes." Sunny's gaze wandered away from them, to the mountainside around the camp. And then his heart went cold. He recognized this place. This was it, the same slope he'd seen in his vision, the same ground where bones lay buried beneath the snow. Whatever killed those people was about to happen now. Low rumble builds from above. The mountain groaned, a deep, rolling thunder that shook the air. Sunny froze. He looked up. Thunder cracks. Roaring wind builds. And in the next instant, something massive tore through the clouds. Explosion. Snow and debris crashed to the ground, slamming into the earth with a sound that split the sky apart. Silence follows. Faint wind resumes. Sunny stared at the swirling darkness. His pulse pounded. The strings of fate had begun to tighten, and his nightmare was only beginning.